Before Alaska, there was New York. A divorce. A layoff. A drinking problem nobody wanted to name out loud. The city had turned me into a ghost with Wi-Fi. The final straw? My father's old Remington 700, wrapped in oilcloth, left for me in a cabin we once shared in Fairbanks. The note inside the case just said, "It's time." He'd passed 2 winters ago. Never did say goodbye. Maybe Alaska would. The road out of Anchorage disappears into a canvas of cold. I took the Dalton Highway alone, a silver thread sewn through forests that groaned under snow. I wasn't prepared. Not really. I had enough supplies to last 2 weeks, but no satellite phone, no GPS beacon. Just topographic maps and my father's old compass, which I wore around my neck like a talisman. I stopped in Coldfoot to rest and refuel. The bartender had the look of someone who'd buried friends. He asked if I was hunting moose or something more ambitious. "Wolf," I said. "A white one." He went quiet. "Then I hope you're ready to meet your maker. That one don't bleed easy." I met Hank in Coldfoot, too. He was older than the trees, with a beard full of frozen tobacco spit and a wool jacket that smelled like wood smoke and blood. "You going after Tactic," he said. "Ain't killed a man, but he's ended plenty." I asked him what that meant. "Some things you hunt to test your aim, others to test your soul." He gave me a carved bone whistle. "If you get turned around out there, blow this. Might not save you, but it'll let the mountain know you want out." I didn't ask questions. I set up camp near the base of the Brooks Range. On the 3rd day, I saw them, tracks the size of dinner plates, deeper than fresh snowfall should allow. More than a wolf. Bigger. Cleaner. Intentional. The hairs on my neck stiffened. That night, I sat by the fire, reading the wind. The aurora borealis twisted above me like serpents made of glass. I swear I heard footsteps just beyond the tree line. No snapping branches, just crunching snow, in a rhythm not made by deer or bear. Then silence. I slept with the rifle on my chest. Each day, I moved higher. The forest gave way to tundra, and then to the icy breath of the ridgelines. I saw it once, the wolf, perched like a statue on a bluff at twilight. It didn't run. It watched me. The next day, I found its kill, a bull moose, massive, untouched. The wolf had killed for sport, not hunger. That disturbed me more than the idea of being hunted. I pressed on, breath thinner, fingers blistering under layers of wool and sweat. Wind screamed across the valley, ripping my tent from the earth. I found shelter beneath a rock face and curled up in a thermal bag, listening to the world scream. For 2 days, I ate snow and prayed the cliffs above wouldn't collapse. My lighter failed. My fingers went numb. On the 3rd morning, I stumbled outside. There, standing on a rise barely 20 yards away, was the white wolf, unshaken by the wind, eyes locked with mine. I raised my rifle. It didn't move, and I couldn't shoot. Something in its eyes, something human, stopped me. Not fear, not mercy, recognition. This wasn't a predator. It was a guardian. Of what? I didn't know. The mountain? My past? Myself? I dropped the rifle. The wolf turned, slow and majestic, and padded into the fog. I followed, but it was gone. What I found instead was a viewpoint, a valley hidden from any map, bathed in late winter sun. Frozen rivers glinted like cracked glass. The stillness wrapped me like a mother's hand. I sat there for hours until my legs went numb. Then I stood and began the journey back. Coldfoot welcomed me like a secret never meant to be told. Hank said nothing, just nodded when I handed back the whistle. He didn't ask what happened. He knew. Back in Anchorage, I sold my apartment. I moved to Fairbanks, into the old cabin. I hunt differently now, with lenses, not bullets. I guide those who seek the silence, the spirit of Alaska. I tell them about Tactic. Most laugh, some listen. A few understand. They return changed. Like me, sometimes I wake in a cabin before dawn. I step outside, and for a moment, I think I see movement across the snow. A shadow, a whisper, a memory with four legs. And I say, I remember. I'm still listening. And just like that, the wind carries it away. If this story gripped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real tales from the wild. Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next adventure. It's only just beginning.